Welcome to this learning journey, where we turn passive video lectures into fully interactive, learner-driven experiences. Too often, traditional videos keep the audience sitting back, watching, but not really engaging. Our approach changes that, step by step. We'll build a clear workflow that boosts engagement, promotes active thinking, and helps learners apply what they have learnt. We combine AI tools, rich multimedia, and interactive techniques, so every minute of learning counts. This isn't just about watching a video, it's about participating in the experience. The takeaway: the right process transforms videos into dynamic learning experiences that stick with your audience long after the session ends. Every strong learning experience starts with a solid foundation. And for us, that foundation is a high-quality transcript. First, we extract the audio from the original video. This ensures we capture every word, every pause, every tone. Then, using Transcribe, we convert that audio into text quickly and with precision. Here's the secret: keeping timestamps in your transcript is critical. They make it easy to match the right words with the right visuals later on. Also, they are used to create captions. These captions, saved in SRT format, display the spoken words in sync with the video. For many learners, especially those who prefer reading along, are hard of hearing, or learning in a noisy environment, captions boost comprehension and recall. They also support visual learners and those processing in a second language, helping them follow along at their own pace. Accuracy matters. A single mistake in transcription can create confusion down the line. So, invest the time to check and polish that script. The takeaway: timestamps make scripting, captioning, and editing far easier, supporting multiple learning styles. Now that we have a clean transcript, it's time to hunt for the teachable moments. We use ChatGPT with custom prompts to scan the script and pinpoint those moments where learners are most open to thinking differently. These are the emotional peaks, the moments of real insight. From there, we design 5 scenario-based multiple-choice questions, plus 1 short answer challenge. Each one connects directly to the learning point, so it's relevant, memorable, and practical. But here's where it gets powerful: we don't just provide the right answer. We also give clear rationales for both correct and incorrect choices. This turns every question into a mini learning experience. The takeaway: strategic pauses drive deeper learner engagement because they transform passive watching into active thinking. With your interaction points ready, it's time to turn them into review slides that pop. Each slide should reinforce the key learning and set up the next interaction. We aim for clarity and impact, that's why we reserve half the slide for a square image and use at least 25-point font for all text. Bullet points are your best friend here. They make information quick to scan and easy to remember. But don't overload the slide. Less text means more focus. And add one big takeaway to every slide. This cements the main idea and gives the learner something to hold on to after the interaction is done. The takeaway: consistent design helps learners focus because they always know where to look and what to look for. Now we give the slides a voice, literally. Your narration script is where you dig deeper, adding the context, background, and real-world relevance that may not fit on the slide. This is your chance to tell a story, spark curiosity, and connect emotionally with the learner. Keep your language clear and simple, avoid jargon unless you explain it immediately. Match your delivery to the visuals and pacing of the slide, so the learner's eyes and ears work together, not against each other. And remember, keep the energy up. Your voice should reflect the enthusiasm you want your learners to feel. Even the most technical topic can come alive if the delivery is engaging. The takeaway: short, well-paced narration keeps attention high and makes the learning stick. A well-chosen image can do what words alone can't. In this step, we use AI to create images that are photorealistic, modern, and relevant to the workplace. The goal? To make every slide visually engaging while supporting the message you're delivering. We aim for multicultural and multi-generational representation, so every learner can see themselves in the content. Diversity in visuals makes the material feel more inclusive and more relatable. Choose workplace scenes that match the reality of your audience, whether it's an office, a workshop, a classroom, or a team meeting. The wrong image can distract, the right image can amplify your point. And remember, if captions will be used, leave space at the bottom of the slide for the caption ribbon. This prevents important text or visuals from being covered, and ensures every learner, whether they rely on captions or not, gets the full visual message. The takeaway: diverse visuals connect with all learners, and thoughtful layout keeps captions from covering key content. Now it's time to pull everything together into your Keynote or PowerPoint template. Follow your brand style so the slides feel consistent with the rest of your organization's materials. This builds trust and reinforces your identity. Aim for balance between text and visuals. Too much text, and learners tune out. Too many images without context, and they lose direction. Every element on the slide should earn its place. Prepare for audio integration. This means checking that your layout leaves space for the narration to flow without competing visuals. Finally, check flow and consistency. Look at the sequence of slides as a story, not just a list. Does it guide the learner from start to finish smoothly? The takeaway: templates ensure professional, polished slides, making your message clearer and your delivery more credible. This is where your slides get their voice. Start by adapting your scripts for AI narration. This means simplifying long sentences, adding natural pauses, and choosing words that sound good spoken aloud, not just read. Use Speechelo to produce your narration. Experiment with voice styles and tones, find one that matches the personality of your content. Record audio for each slide separately so edits and updates are quick and simple. And remember, clarity and tone matter. The way something is said can be just as important as the words themselves. Good narration invites the learner in, keeps them engaged, and helps them follow the flow without strain. The takeaway: quality narration increases learner connection, turning a static slide deck into an experience that feels alive. Now we take our completed slides and turn them into bite-sized videos. Add your audio to each slide, making sure it's perfectly synced with the visuals. Then export one slide at a time. Why? Because smaller files are easier to manage, update, and replace later, without having to rebuild the whole project. Keep each clip short and focused. Think of them like mini learning modules, self-contained, but connected to the bigger picture. Finally, save them in sequence order with clear file names. This simple step prevents headaches later, especially when you're merging them into the main video. The takeaway: short clips are easier to manage and update, giving you flexibility to adapt and improve your content anytime. This is where all the pieces finally come together. Merge your exported clips with the original footage, placing them exactly where they fit best in the timeline. Use a video editing or screencasting program, like ScreenFlow for Mac, Camtasia, or Adobe Premiere Pro, to assemble, refine, and polish the master video. Keep transitions smooth, so the learner experiences a natural flow, rather than a jarring jump from one segment to the next. Build an interactive version of your video, one that doesn't just tell, but involves the viewer. This could mean embedded quizzes, clickable elements, or discussion prompts. Before finalizing, check the sync of visuals and audio carefully. Even the slightest mismatch can break the learner's focus and weaken the impact. The takeaway: integration adds depth to the original video, turning it into a richer, more engaging learning journey. This is the step that transforms your video from something learners watch into something they do. Upload your finished video to Edpuzzle. From here, you can insert pause points, moments where learners stop, think, and respond to a question or prompt. These could be quizzes, reflections, or discussion starters. Use the built-in tools to monitor learner progress, see who's engaged, where they might be struggling, and which parts are making the most impact. Encourage reflection and discussion, either inside Edpuzzle or in follow-up sessions. This step is about turning passive viewers into active participants. The takeaway: interaction transforms passive watching into active learning, boosting retention, understanding, and application. Let's take a moment to see the big picture. We start by transcribing the video, capturing every word and timestamp. Then identifying key pause points, those golden opportunities for learner interaction. From there, we create review slides that reinforce content and build anticipation for each activity. We write scripts that bring depth, context, and energy, before generating visuals that connect with every learner. Next, we assemble the slides in a clean, branded template, add AI, narration, and export short, manageable clips. Finally, we integrate those clips into the main video and make it interactive with Edpuzzle, tracking engagement and sparking discussion. The takeaway: every step is intentional, building toward a learning experience that's engaging, inclusive, and unforgettable. If you'd like to learn more, or explore how this approach could work for your organization, we'd love to hear from you. You can reach out directly to Alan Carrington at alan@unity.com.au, or Glynis Carrington at glynis@unity.com.au. Whether you have questions, need practical advice, or want to collaborate, we are here to help. We are based at Peacemakers Training Centre, 15 Kathleen Road, 2 Wells, South Australia, 5501, and we welcome conversations from anywhere in the world. This tutorial, From Watchers to Learners, was developed by Alan Carrington and published on the 12th of August 2025. It's licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, Share-alike 4.0 international license. That means, you're free to share and adapt this work for non-commercial purposes, so long as you credit the authors, share it under the same terms, and respect the spirit of open learning. So, send us an email today, alan@unity.com.au, or glynis@unity.com.au, and let's talk about making learning more interactive, more engaging, and more effective.